Hey guys, this is Danish live from Colombia, and I'm here with my friend Gabriel from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I hope everybody is doing great wherever you are. Good evening, good afternoon, or even good night. Maybe you're in your bed watching this webinar. So, guys, we are going to wait few minutes until all our friends join this incredible webinar. And I can guarantee you that it's going to be an amazing, informative session. And Gabriel will share his incredible knowledge. And also, we will talk about Argentina in general, like why is a good time to go there? Why is it's an amazing country? Of course, there is more to Argentina than Messi, just to let you know. So I will start by sharing my screen and share some resources with you guys so you can take advantage of them. Um, so here we go. Let me know if you could see my screen. So guys, I'm the founder of visadb.io and of course your community manager as well. So I've created this free database of long-term visas because I noticed everybody was asking about long-term visas. So I went down and with the help of a lot of support from different organizations, I put down this incredible database where you can see all the long-term visas based on your citizenship. So you can enter the citizenship and you can search all the 800 visas in 150 plus countries. You can also click digital nomad visas, which will show you all the 23 digital nomad visas available for us around the world. You may be wondering, where's Argentina here? Well, we will talk about it. There's no specific visa for Argentina, but there is a Rentista visa, which could be utilized by the digital nomads to use that. So check it out, this resource. Also, you can find immigration experts from around the world, including Gabriel, and you can hire them to get your visas. Second resource I want to share is the community portal. It's a free community portal for our group. It has all the resources, but the main part I want to show you is the talent database. So if you're looking to hire a digital nomad, or if you want to get a remote job or remote project, I would encourage you to join this and create your profile. I invite companies to join to come and hire from our community. The third supporter I want to present is Safety Wing, which supported this webinar as well. Thanks to them. It's a quite famous brand already in our community. It's like the very cost-effective options to cover and protect you when you are traveling. So I'm back to my webinar, and I will start introducing Gabriel. Gabriel and I met over 1 year ago. Gabriel is a highly reputable and respected immigration attorney in Argentina. He has studied in the United States as well and waiting for his bar license for the US as well. So he will be the lawyer for the two countries. He has been doing this business for more than 10 years ago. Silano and Associates. You can search on Google. We will also share the links here in our chat, and we'll talk about it. So, Gabriel, I will start. How are you? How is everything?
Excellent. Thank you so
Excellent.
much
Thank you
for
so
the
much for the
invitation, and I'm
invitation,
very
and
happy to
I'm
be
very
able
happy to be
to
able
share
to share
information of
information of
Argentina, which
Argentina,
is the
which is the
country where
country where
I was
I
born
was
and
born
also
and also
where I live.
where I live.
Wow.
So
So
This
it's
is
a very
it's
exciting
a very
time
exciting.
because borders opened recently in Argentina,
yeah.
uh, on November 1st. So for
Mhm.
immigration practitioners, right now it's a great moment, a
Wow.
great opportunity.
Sure. That's why I will start with that. So November 1st, border open, all the digital nomads are excited. I myself is like excited and looking forward to go there. What about the other restrictions? Is it like the borders are open, but do we need a certificate, vaccine certificate, or how's the local restrictions are?
Yes, at the moment, things went back to normal almost. The mask mandates are relaxed, and to be able to enter the country, it is needed to be fully vaccinated. That's one of the requirements.
Sure.
So you need to show proof of vaccination, and then it's basically there are four requirements that has been set up by the government. You're gonna need a health insurance for traveling, and also a PCR test to show that you're COVID negative, and then a simple sworn declaration that you fill out online 48
Mhm.
hours before entering the country. So if you fulfill those four requirements, you are able to enter Argentina starting November the 1st. So we have already been receiving lots of visitors. The summer is
Wow.
coming, so we are
Yeah.
in springtime right now.
Definitely. So I think is that's why a lot of digital nomads are really interested because in winter times we it's like a season for us digital nomads. We kind of flock to South America and Argentina and Brazil is like is the we are hearing a lot in our community and Argentina of course such a beautiful country as well. So which brings me to our main questions. So do we need a visa? If we start with tourist visas, is Argentina open to U.S. Americans and Europeans? I believe we do not need visa. Is that correct? And
That is correct, and it's an excellent question. You can start off visiting Argentina as a tourist. That's a great way to start, and to start exploring the country. You can enter, depending where you come from. If from the U.S. and most of, if all the European countries, they don't need a visa to enter Argentina. So you just need to buy your ticket and then just fulfill the COVID related requirements, and you're good to go. You can just go to the airport and visit us. And starting as a tourist is a great way to figure out if you like, if you enjoy the country, and spend a couple of months exploring all the different places that we have.
wow, this is incredible. So um, I I think it's a 90 days you can stay visa free. Do you know, like, is it possible? Two questions. Is it possible to extend the tourist visa? Number one. And number two, how many days I can stay in tourist visa in a whole year?
Okay, that's a very good question. So Argentina, unlike other countries, which I think that Brazil has a limit on the number of days that you can be in Brazil as a tourist. Argentina does not have has a nominal number. We don't have like a mathematical number of days you can be in the country. I think it's a little bit similar like in the US when you're a tourist. I mean, you are allowed to in a year is what I mean. So you're allowed to enter the country for 90 days. And then once your 90 days are up, you can either you can make a renewal for another 90 days, or
Mhm.
do what in Argentina the expat community calls the Colonia Run. Colonia is a city in Uruguay. It's a city
Okay.
in Uruguay that is very close to Buenos Aires. You just take a ferry, and it's a 40-minute trip to Uruguay. So people go there for the day as a way to renew their 90 days stay in the country. So the Colonia Run is very normal. Instead of going through the process of renewing the 90 days at the immigration agency, paying the fee and all that, you just take a day in Uruguay and then you come back. Now, you can do that once. It's okay. You can explain at the inspection at the airport that you want to be in Argentina another 90 days. Argentina is big. We have Patagonia, we have the Iguazu Falls, Mendoza. There's a lot to see. So that's going to be fine when you have an inspection at the airport. The thing is that if you keep doing this many times, then problems can start arising. So it's okay to do it once, twice, and then if you're planning on a longer term stay, then it's better to start exploring these options that we're going to be discussing today.
Wow. Okay. So I remember visiting Colonia. It was such a beautiful small city, and I think Colonia Run would be amazing for most of the digital nomads if they want to stay longer, and I'm sure they will because I'm going to stay longer. It's such a big and beautiful country, and now
Great.
I fall in love in Argentina, and or something happens, or I want to stay. I don't want to do the visa run and don't want to get spotted by the immigration authorities. What are the visa options for me to set up my temporary residence in Argentina?
Okay. So the reality at the moment for the digital nomad community is that Argentina does not have yet a specific visa category for digital nomads.
Mm-hmm.
The city of Buenos Aires is having conversations with the federal, with the national government, because everything that has to do with immigration is
Right.
federal level type of regulation. So the city of Buenos Aires is making best efforts to attract digital nomads because of all the advantages that the city and the country can offer, and it's mostly focused in accommodation, experience. But when it comes to the regulation, they haven't yet reached an agreement with the federal government. So until they haven't pulled that off. So until that happens, we have like alternative categories that serve us well to be able to obtain a residency in Argentina. And one of them is the Rentista Visa. This subcategory is used a lot by our clients and a lot of visitors, that they don't depend on a local Argentine income. So the Rentista Visa is actually the category I wanted to talk to you about today. And what does rentista means in Spanish? It's basically renta, is someone that has a renta, and
Yeah.
renta in Spanish means passive income. You
Ah.
receive a passive income. So
Hmm.
that's the category. That's a category that is regulated in the Argentine Immigration Act. This is very technical, but for those that likes to take notes, it's 25871, and the subcategory is 23B. It's very technical, but I know that some people like to look into the regulations and stuff.
Yeah.
So with a rentista, you can live in Argentina if you prove the government that you have an income from abroad and that this
Mm-hmm.
income is passive income.
Okay. Wow. This is
Um,
okay. So passive income that opens up like so many questions.
uh-huh. What is
I
passive income, right?
yes. Okay.
So,
So
yeah, go ahead.
so Gabriel, before we continue, I just want to make sure that everybody could understand because Delicia said that she couldn't hear us properly. So if anybody else can guide us, is there a do you have any some volume control or you can speak louder? Okay. Or okay, I think someone says that they can hear us properly. So Delisha, maybe you want to check up your volume and let us know, or you know, just try it and let us know, and please message me in private. So Varun says your voice is low. So Gabriel, I maybe you
Uh,
will be yes.
okay,
That's
maybe if I move, can you hear me better there or?
yeah, I think it's to me it was fine, but I'm sure now our fellas can hear us.
Okay, I will speak louder then.
Sure. Mazar, okay. Some people said that's just good. Okay, so sorry to disturb your tempo. We were definitely getting deep in Rentista. So please continue.
Yes.
This passive income, how to show it, what is it about?
Okay. We need to be careful with what passive income is, because now the discussion is what's eligible income. And in general, passive income is a type of income that does not require you to work for it. So typically, this is rental income from real estate when you're renting an apartment that you have abroad, in the States, in Europe. So if you have income from rentals, that's passive income. Also financial income, any type of income that is derived from banks and investments. And also there's one that is important and that we use a lot, um, is dividends from companies. When you're a member of a company, when you're working through a legal entity, in a legal entity incorporated abroad outside Argentina, you're a member of an LLC, a shareholder of a corporation. Any income derived from these companies is considered dividend and is considered passive income.
Okay.
So these are typical passive income examples. And now, during the past few months, we have receiving a lot of inquiries related to
Hmm.
cryptocurrencies.
Okay. Yeah.
So we are working on them. We haven't yet filed an application with crypto, but that's coming. And
Oh,
because I need for that, I need to prepare a robust a brief and pleading to explain in
yeah.
depth to the authorities, because you need to have a consistent income. You need to explain the authorities what your income is. So with
Mhm,
crypto, we are getting there. And what is not passive income? Liquid assets. That's not
mhm.
passive incomes. A lot of
Cash.
clients, cash. A lot of clients, they say, hey, I have this bank statement. Look at my bank records. I have $200,000 or whatever the amount it is. Say no, liquid assets are not eligible for rentista, for income-based residency. So you need to figure out a way to make passive income. There are some alternatives. Some clients are beneficiaries of trust funds. Sometimes you can work with annuities as well. And and another type of income that is not passive income is salary. So
Salary. Oh,
if you're getting paid salary, that is not going to qualify for passive income because you're actually working for it. So,
excellent. Does
that
that
that's important. Uh-huh.
a follow-up question that this salary anywhere like salary like I'm working abroad, I'm working for my Canadian employer and I am living in Argentina, is that does it even that would not count?
Foreign salary does not count because
Sure.
the whole objective of the regulation is to attract passive income
Re-
beneficiaries in a way.
Retirees,
So
a lot of
yeah,
countries,
retirees as well. Yeah, exactly.
a
The
lot
good
of
thing is
countries.
that not in the case of salaries, but many of the digital nomads that we work with, they work through legal entities,
Sure.
set it up somewhere in the world. So we are generally we can overcome that aspect of the requirement.
Okay, yeah. So I also have a company in Poland and in the US, and a lot of digital nomads I know, they are mostly freelancers. So they registered their company. So I'm sure that would be awesome. And for the remote workers, I'm sure if you talk to Gabriel later on for a one-on-one consultancy, maybe he could find out an option for you as well. So nothing to worry. So that one's the next question I would ask, what are the requirements other than having a passive income? Is it like a complicated process to apply for Rentista Visa?
No, it's not. As long as you meet the requirements, you
Mhm.
need to if we have been doing this for more than 10 years, and rentistas is our bread and butter. So
Yeah,
when the case is consistent and the way you present the information is good, we haven't encountered problems with the agency.
sure.
Um, I think that something very important to discuss is the amount of the income,
Oh,
because we
yeah.
said we discussed what type of income, but how much money
Mhm.
do I need to earn? And
Yeah.
this is very conflicting, and is very, you're gonna get different type of different conflicting information from consulates around the world, Argentine consulates around the world, and from even the immigration agencies, different attorneys, immigration practitioners. The reality is that the amount for the rentista was set probably like 5 years ago in 2016. So at
Wow.
that time, the amount was 30,000 Argentine pesos. That was
Hmm.
the equivalent to $2,000.
Sure.
As you know, Argentina has high inflation rates and also devaluation. And
Hmm.
that amount has not been updated. So if you look at the regulation at the black letter of the law, it's still 30,000 pesos. That for our audience outside Argentina, that's 300 US dollars. It's
Oh,
very
no.
low. It's very low.
Wow.
But what happened is that one thing is what the black letter of the law says, and another thing is if they're gonna approve your petition or not. So with our practice and filing these types of applications, we have learned that a best practice amount to apply for a rentista is 1,500 US dollars. Although the regulation says 300, they are very reluctant to adjudicate a case with that amount. And
Wow.
I haven't seen it happening. So a best practice for things to go smoothly, I believe that you need to have a minimum of 1,500 US. to
Sure.
be able to
Wow.
file an application at Rentista. So that's very important regarding the amount that you need for the application.
Sure.
Um,
Other than that,
and the, no, the amount and how you produce the evidence of the income, and that's why starting working with your counsel right from the start is very important, because we need to discuss and set up the evidence in a convincing and consistent way. And we're able to do that when we intervene in the process right from the beginning, when we can give counsel to our clients in terms of you need to prepare these transfers, we need to generate these bank records. We can prepare things in advance, so when the documents and the evidence is produced, it's perfect, and
wow,
you have a success case and an approval.
that's incredible. I will
uh,
ask you two more questions related to it. Like, what is the duration from application to a visa granted, and what is the fees for this visa to apply?
okay, so timelines are important. So the timeline for a rentista is typically 90 days.
90
But
days.
the
Okay.
good news is that the Argentine system allows you to live and stay in the country from the day you apply. That's day number one.
Wow.
So, although it takes 90 days for the petition to be approved, you can live and stay in Argentina from day one, because you get a document that we call a conditional residency. The name
Mhm.
for the conditional residency is precaria, and
Okay.
you can live in Argentina until the case is adjudicated. So a normal processing time would be 90 days, and the filing fee for a rentista is approximately 130 US dollars with expedited processing. So
Wow.
that's the cost, the filing cost, and that's the timeline, the filing fee. And it's
Thank
done in Argentina. We do it with the client in Argentina. You need to travel to Argentina and enter Argentina to do the process with us, because your fingerprint is required, photograph, and
Wow. This is incredible. Very, thank you very much. It was a good answer. I want to ask you, I am on Rentista Visa. Is there a path to citizenship using that visa?
there is. Argentina is among the most friendly and flexible countries to acquire citizenship,
Wow.
because the physical presence requirement to be eligible for citizenship is only 2 years,
No
and
way.
the rentista visa counts for those 2 years. So I'm still trying to find out any other country that has
No.
such a favorable. It's only 2 years. Most of the
I
other countries that I've been analyzing
Yeah.
is much
I
more.
I think I can guarantee you, because on visadb we show the path to citizenship. So there is no other country, and I knew 2 years, but I wanted to be sure. Now I'm sure. So 2 years, I think this is just incredible. This is just beautiful. So you stay on Rentista Visa, one time renewal, and then you can apply. You can eligible for the passport. Of course, this is I'm talking for the digital nomads who come from non-European or US or Canadian countries. If they are looking to get a second passport, I think Argentina could be a good option, and Gabriel is the guy. So, guys,
Definitely.
please start asking your questions so I can, we have a few minutes left. I want to give you a chance to ask question. Adrian, you raise your hand. I would encourage you to please write your question, and I will ask it for you. And all the people in the chat right now, please feel free to post your question while I will be asking you another question. Gabriel, is that you mentioned 2000 went to $300. That is a massive devaluation, in my opinion. Is that the cost of living and food prices also got cheaper for the people who are not Argentinian?
Yes. So Argentina has experienced a deep devaluation, but this is a cycle. So we are pretty much used to that. But
Mhm.
at the moment, the cost of living is low in US dollars, and the standard of living is very high. And this is one of the aspects why I think that there's a lot of Argentina is attracting a lot of interest, because I can see
Hmm.
it with the emails and the consultations we're getting every week. So
Yeah.
the cost of living is pretty low with a high standard of living. So
Wow.
I think it's great. It's a good
So to
moment to
give
live
you,
in Argentina.
yes. So what is like someone has asked the exact same question. So if we want to put a number, like for example, I am living in Buenos Aires and I always rent studios which have like a modern studio. So in a modern studio in a nice neighborhood, do you I know you are not shopping for apartments, but do you have any range? Do you have any?
Yes, you can like for 100,000 pesos, that's like $500. You can have a furnished apartment with the bills included in a nice area, for
Wow.
example.
Wow.
$500 probably, and I know there's people that find even less, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to be
Mhm.
conservative.
Yes,
Uh,
okay, that's cool.
and you can a dinner like with meat and wine could be at a restaurant. It could be like $10.
Hmm. Wow.
No, you have to believe me on that. That the cost of living is low with good quality. We have a reliable internet connections, which is
Yeah.
very important. You need to be able to work remotely
Yeah. Yes.
and stuff. So the infrastructure is good.
Okay. And Mariano asked a questions like, what are the tax implications for the income you're earning on this Rentista visa?
Okay, taxation is tricky and it requires good planning. There are several options. The thing with temporary residency, the advantage, the good aspect of the advantage of the temporary residency is that you don't become a tax resident if you don't live in Argentina more than 9 months a year.
Hmm.
So if you stay as a temporary resident, you can stay in the country up to 9 months a year, which many clients do. And then the other 3 months they explore Brazil, or during the winter they they visit back home and they organize their travel, for these 3 months.
Yes.
But yeah, I understand that taxation can be quite a concern, but there are ways around it, and even with it happens a lot with the currency exchange, because Argentina has a gap. We have like
Hmm.
an official rate and we have
Yeah.
an unofficial rate, and there are
Hmm.
ways to access the unofficial rate in a legal way. So there are
Okay.
ways around that as well. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to use the black market. You could if you want, but it's illegal. But there are ways to access a black market type of rate with legal ways. Taxation is a little bit similar. You need to do like a case by case analysis, but in general, as an overview, you could if you are a foreign person and you don't live in Argentina more than 9 months a year, you don't become a tax resident. So
Sure.
that could be a way to solve
So,
it.
so guys, taxation is complicated, and of course, Gabriel, it's a public event. So please contact Gabriel with your individual case to get more personalized advice. Two more questions before we finish this incredible event. Someone get an Argentinian citizenship. Is it a good passport to carry for travel visa free? Are there good country options?
It's I don't remember. I read about the ranking, because there's a ranking for passports, and it's ranked very well. I don't remember the number now,
Yes.
but it opened doors to the whole South America. So there's people that actually get the Argentine passport not because they want to live here. A lot
Yeah.
of people want to live in Brazil and Uruguay, but they
Ah.
do the Argentine passport to go live there. And then for some other, there are some benefits, like with the U.S. Argentina has a treaty for the E2 visas, which other countries don't. Brazil doesn't have it. So we also process Argentine citizenships because it opens doors to be able to live in the U.S. under an E2, which is the investor treaty visa.
Yeah.
Argentina with the U.S. Some other countries has it as well. Colombia has it, and
Wow.
Italy, and many countries. You can Google that. But Argentina opens door to live in South America because of Mercosur, and I've
Yes.
seen it that many clients they want to use it for that. we don't need a visa for many countries. So I think it's very well ranked. Is a well ranked
This is,
passport.
I think it's a good passport because for our Indian or Eastern European fellows who require visa to all Latin American countries, I think Argentinian passport is a great investment. I will ask another question by Tatiana. Does that 9 month rule also apply on permanent residents?
Can you say that again?
The like 9 month rule, like you have to stay 9 months in the country.
No. If you become permanent, then the black letter of the law is different for permanent and Argentine citizens because
Uh-huh.
that's up to 90 days. That's 3 months.
Mhm.
So you find a lot of people that remain temporary for a long time, that they don't adjust status to permanent for tax reasons, and many others that once they get their Argentine passport, they move abroad and they live in, a, in another country with other tax regulations that
Sure.
but yeah, it changes when you become permanent. The tax
Mhm. Yeah.
term changes.
Yes. So one question Christian wrote, it's like a paragraph. I would ask you to please read that paragraph because if I read it, you may not understand it. While I can answer Varun question. So Varun, yes, apparently you can be on a tourist visa and you can apply Rentista visa while you are in Argentina with the help of Gabriel.
Yes. Dennis, you want me to read which one?
So Christian, like this paragraph, can you see the Christian, the third
Uh, Christian
Christian
Jensen,
gentleman?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Yes. So basically, the Rentista Visa to apply, it says 6,000 Argentine pesos, but with the expedited processing is 20,000 pesos more. That's like 26,000 pesos. That's why I told you that the filing fee was 130 US because it's 26,000 pesos to apply. And then if he leaves the country, if we're staying illegally, he needs to pay. Yeah, I mean, it's many things they don't make sense. Argentina, when it comes to fines, they're they're not steep because Argentina has a human rights based type of regulation.
Yeah.
Our regulations from 2004 is inspired in we call it basada en los derechos humanos, based in human rights. So
Wow.
whenever you have to pay fines for overstaying and things like that, the fines are not steep, and sometimes they don't feel like a punishment. I
Mhm.
understand why clients say it doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
but the whole regulations are geared towards giving an opportunity for people to become legal.
Hmm.
So that's why if you have overstayed but you file in your application, you're not punished because you're doing your best effort to become legal.
Wow.
So the
That's
filing fee for the rentista is more expensive than paying the fine, is what he's
yeah.
saying. That is correct, but paying the fine is just paying the fine when you exit the country and you'll be living here illegally. The application for the rentista is basically giving you legal status to be able to stay in the country even longer
Mhm.
and work or do
Yeah.
everything in a legal manner.
I think I would, to be honest, I did not know that, Gabriel. Thank you very much for sharing this human right thing because I was wondering, yeah, like 2 years very quick to give a passport. So I think we also owe that we should strive our best to stay legally in Argentina when the country is all like very open, quite open, to give us options, visa options, and status. So we should also be applying for the legal statuses. So guys, we are going to close this, but I want to share the contact details for Gabriel. So many of you will be thinking, planning, you should connect with Gabriel. And as I said, I know him and he is very famous as well. So please get in touch. And his fees is also very affordable. which you will find out. And is also community approved expert. So Gabriel is our community approved expert from Argentina. So these are three reasons you should be contacting him. So Gabriel, what is the best way to reach you other than VisaDB? So guys, you can reach Gabriel, go to visadb.io, search expert, find him. But I will also want to offer these webinar attendees a special exclusive discount with Gabriel. So you can get 5% off on any Gabriel services if you connect directly with him using a DNN code, or you just let him know that you were in this webinar. So what is the best way to connect with you directly, Gabriel?
So I've just typed in my email, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna I'll send it to you in the chat, so you just can go ahead and send me okay, it's Gabriel at celano.com.ar, and
Perfect.
send me an email. I'm gonna be happy to help you and assist you.
Wow. So, Gabriel, I really want to show my gratitude. Like, thank you very much for you're a very busy person, and especially in these times, and you took a time for us, for our community,
My
and
pleasure,
share
my
this
pleasure.
in incredible knowledge. And we are really like kind of privileged to have you. So, thank you very much for your time. And
No,
yeah, and I
my
also want to
pleasure.
thank everybody in there. And is there anything last words you want to say, Gabriel, if you want to share or any?
No, I want to encourage you to visit Argentina. There are a lot of places to go, and I think you're gonna really like it. And now it's as I said at the beginning, it's a good opportunity to visit it if you come from abroad. You will find it very convenient and really nice. So just I'll be happy to assist you if you send me an email. Just go ahead and we can have conversations there. And thank you for inviting me.
Wow. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, everybody. And next week, we are going to have a session. We have a list of webinars, so please check it out, be a part of the community, and check out the other sessions and join if you like. Have a wonderful day, Gabriel. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.